when an individual sees that this universe is designed for me, as it is for each and every one of you. And that is a very difficult thing, because we are an individual that is three-dimensional, and we are multiple dimensional. So that gets even more complicated. But does that mean we all create our individual universes? Indeed, it does. But thousands of years ago, upon thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ago, we started out being so brilliantly enlightened, but individuals did not own or were fully seated. And this is where duality comes from. If I start off with great love and lose this great love, would I now know what I have lost? Indeed, I would. If we start off with a path of enlightenment, lose our way, and we allow everything else to define us, would we not be eager to find back? Why are you all seeking, instead of outwardly, these relationships or foods or addictions? These are all distractions of what you are seeking is what's within. So, if I had great love but have never had loss before, would I understand great love? No. If I were to have great love and I were to lose it, would I then try to seek it? Indeed. You all started being fully enlightened, fully realized, and through hundreds of thousands of years, you've lost it. In the last several years, the greatest movement in mankind reoccurred. Your desire to find your way back. You no longer, if we look at someone like Alexander the Great, or we look at Hitler, or we look at all these individuals, they had the mastery of manipulating the slave age, manipulating cultural beliefs, sucking people into slavery. How could there have been hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people around the world saying slavery is wrong? But if you felt or were born enlightened, but did not know the opposite of duality, which is darkness, and you fall and haven't found your way back, would you be a person that is subjected to the ability to have the eldest part of the brain, the reptilian brain, to continuously tell you, they're just black, 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 they're just black? Would you not just say, they're just black? Hitler convinced people, they're just Jews, they're just Jews, they're just Jews. No one even stopped to think, these are human beings dying. How can we be that gullible? Because we allow our emotions to define us. If Hitler says it was okay, it must be okay. Because if we continuously are seduced by the repetition, which is how we program the reptile brain, because it's meant to say, Om Namah Shivaya. It's meant to sing Om Namah Shivaya. It's meant to say great salutation to the Lord Shiva. It's meant to recognize the Kundalini as the mother of the universe, that this God doesn't sit outside, but that the Kundalini, the mother, the creator of the universe, is within, not without. And if you convince a culture they are ordinary, create a church, create government, and everyone believes that you need that infrastructure, would you not then believe that God must be out there? Because Lord only knows you haven't found it within. Then we have our modern world. Eventually, a human being says enough. Eventually, a human being says, where do I come from? Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I? Is that a repetitive pattern? Indeed. So, if we are so deeply lost and begin to say, who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? What do I want? Is that the beginning, the sprouting of a seeker? Absolutely. So what's happening throughout America and without Canada, people are beginning to question, war, like war? No, don't like war. Is it right? No. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, then we're told we're completely crazy. Oh, all right, so it must be all right. It's for the good of our country. But after a while, where am I going? Who am I? And we begin to keep questioning, does this define me as an American? Does this define me as a Canadian? Does this define me as a human being? Oh. The world is at the edge of this profound quantum leap. Because people are beginning to see through that emotions do not define them. People are beginning to wake up. It is not their reality. What is their reality? Is their inner spirituality. They've begun to realize their inner journey is the only truth, and everything else is an illusion. Become a great seeker. Become a mad lover of the Kundalini. It means become a mad lover of yourself. Because you've been told you're full of caca and you're egotistic and self-centered. Believe me, you're not that. Even if you tried. You might have moments where you're full of caca, but you know it's temporarily. The smell goes away. So unless you can really acknowledge, and I don't mean from an intellectual perspective of who am I? I am. I am a great being. I am God. And I don't mean, in a sense, Almighty God sitting on a throne. If you can't process that, then grow up. You are created by God. And therefore, the Kundalini is the mother of all universes. She is your life force. When you begin to understand her, when you tune in to the subtlest levels of her movement, of her energy, of her magnificence, you're going to become liberated.